really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Huskies offense comes on the field first today. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Looking to scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's going to hand this off. He's in the clear. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Oregon Ducks offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Short connection to the tight end here.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Moore. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another 1st down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes off in a bootleg. Gets rid of it on the move. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Williams. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know how it is on these slant routes. They're much quicker than maybe the receiver's anticipating. To me, it looked like he misjudged this one, and he simply couldn't bring it in.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The Huskies will line up to punt it away. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line, it's Garcia. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's in the clear. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking to throw here. The sure hands. It's Green. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore.
Thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the run, it's Hughes. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a wide receiver screen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Quick throw over the middle, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. The shotgun handoff here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Back to pass. It's Williams. Looking right. This one caught. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read, and the result is that first down and a big gain.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Oh, look at the quick cut. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the ground, it's Coleman. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Takes a shot at the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown, Washington. Number 0 hauls it in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Washington 14, Oregon 3.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So they'll just take the knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
And the Huskies will kick this away to begin the 2nd half.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Moore. Chance to get free. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The short completion of the tight end. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Garcia. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. Stop him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Defense is coming after him. Short throw complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Evans. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Gain of 3. 2nd down coming up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. Be a loss on the play.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to pass. It's Williams. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
By the receiver. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. The Huskies will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And the returner will be brought down. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. To the air. It's Moore. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the 2-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. And he stopped short. The try fails, and they don't cut it to a field goal margin.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Washington 14, Oregon 9.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Now here he goes. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Looking for some space. It's Pullman. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Pounding away with the run game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Williams. on the move now. Looking to scramble now. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Huskies will bring their punt team onto the field. Fair catch made at the 20. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Garcia. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
Well, they got the matchup that they wanted here, Chris, with this quarterback having enough time. Good job by the offensive line. He puts it right on the money. Huge gain. You look at the clock and you look at the score. This is an opportunity here to work some clock and potentially get the go-ahead score late. You don't want to give that opposing quarterback too much time to work with.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab down the middle. It's Garcia. The Ducks looking to keep this drive rolling.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. To the air, it's Moore. The receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the fourth quarter, still a 1-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Looks at the sideline, and it's complete, barely in bounds. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. To throw, it's Williams. Pass complete on a crossing route. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. The sure hands. It's Coleman. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.